Is this an actual sneak mission? Oh my god, we're actually doing some Metal Gear right now. Today is my first day, sir. Well, you better not screw it up, or it's gonna be your last day. Yo, Excelgo is ready to go down for some business. I feel like I'm doing some James Bond movie, dude. They were endorsing it? Holy crap, no wonder he thought he was gonna lose his job. But they probably don't even know that they're moving illegal drugs. It's kind of like Los Pollos from Breaking Bad. Because this time I'm actually getting actual animation when I scope this area out. It's actually kind of cool. Hey, a fire alarm. I bet things will get interesting if we set it off. You just a little stuff. RunJDRun would love this game.
Pokémon, oh, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokémon, yeah, a heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokémon, gotta catch 'em. Oh, oh, oh.
What to do, my fools? It's your homeboy Kyutwo in the house playing Detective Pikachu. Welcome to part 15. Today is May the 3rd, 2019, 12:45 a.m. I skipped a couple of days because I was feeling kind of tired, but honestly, it was really raining and thundering outside for the past few days. So if I would have been recording the last couple of days, you probably would have been hearing a bunch of rain and thunder. And that still could happen today during this recording. But for the most part, I think it's died down a lot since the past 2 days. So hopefully we won't be getting that much disturbance. I seem to got an eyelash in my eye. That's why that's a good way to start this video, having an eyelash in your eye. But anyway, I also kind of wanted to talk about something. I kind of wanted to talk about the theory that I had about the Detective Pikachu character himself, but also a couple of things that kind of happened before I started recording. If you guys just want to skip, go ahead and skip because it might be a while. But first of all, the Sonic movie trailer came out 2 days ago, so yeah, I watched that. What did they do to your boy, man? What did they do? Not hating on Eggman though. I think that was a nice casting and a nice role / character for Eggman to be. I think that'll actually work. But what did they do to my boy? The one thing that I keep harping on is the choice of music, because I know exactly what music that was. Used to listen to that all the time back in the day. So yeah, if you guys hear me start going off on Gangsta Paradise during any of my recordings, that's the reason why, because that trailer, the Sonic movie trailer, I mean, I guess it's because my best theory is because they're trying to make it like a 90s video game movie, which would be very cringy, but at the same time somewhat nostalgic to how movies used to be. Sometimes they still are that, but God, why did they have to make Sonic look like that? I think the whole movie would be okay if they changed Sonic and make him look like modern Sonic, and maybe classic Sonic will still be okay, but that Sonic, the reason I say this is because Gangsta's Paradise was a theme song for a 1990s film called Dangerous Minds. Main character is played by Michelle Pfeiffer, so I keep making the jokes like, if the Sonic movie doesn't have Michelle Pfeiffer as Amy Rose, then it's gonna suck. Uh, I also think I'll start every time I start playing Sonic and Smash. I'll just start humming Gangsta's Paradise. Cause why is Gangsta's Paradise? That Gangsta's Paradise ain't got nothing to do with Sonic. I think the movie would be okay if they change Sonic to modern Sonic, the actual modern Sonic, and not that crap. And I know they can do it because I know how to change a model but keep the same animation. You just have to do some tweaks and everything to make sure everything is accurate. But you know they're not gonna do it. You know they don't care. So let me get that off there. The other thing, which is more depressing, in my opinion, but as I try to watch other people's Let's Plays of things that I'm currently recording or doing a Let's Play of myself, and so I did see some other Detective Pikachu players, and I was really more wanting to see people's reaction to the park area, defined park area, but anyway, I saw this one couple. They were pretty much harping on the fact that the Pokemon that they shown weren't the strongest of Pokemon in the Pokemon competitive zone. Because basically, though he may like certain Pokemon, he just harps on the fact that they just don't have the highest stats, therefore he doesn't use them. But for me, that's just an excuse to just not play to the best of your potential. Because if you play a video game just because it's easy, then what are you playing the game for? I mean, you may use the highest stat Pokemon and everything like that, but are you really challenging yourself to play the game? And it's like nowadays, games aren't meant to be challenging, they're just supposed to be fun, but I don't see what's fun about a game if it's not challenging. To me, that's what makes the game fun. But like people nowadays, they just don't even want to give it a second thought. And it's evident in another video of his where he's commentating on a Pokemon battle, a tournament, I guess, that he hosted or whatever, where the guy evolved in a guy had a Charizard X going up against a Vaporeon, and then when they switched the Vaporeon out to because the Charizard X had Thunder Punch, and he already used Dragon Dance one time. Oh, he didn't switch out. He let the Vaporeon go, and then brought out Tapu Koko. But Mega Charizard, all he did was just wait for a fire punch, which one hit killed Tapu Koko. Now, granted, the Charizard was toxic poison, so he knew he was going to go down eventually, and he only had like a little. He couldn't survive one more turn of poison, so he just fire punched and let that end. But the commentator's response to this was just, Fire Punch? Really? Why not just use Flare Blitz? And it's like, I think there's an obvious reason why he didn't want to use Flare Blitz, mostly because he knew he was going to be taking time to stat boost with Dragon Dance, so he's expecting to get hit during his turn of Dragon Dance. Therefore, he didn't want to just use Flare Blitz because, Flare Blitz would definitely kill with all of Charizard's stats, but when you think about it, Fire Punch should be enough. Granted, Mega Charizard's special ability plus a Fire Dance and its attack power, if you did all that, a Fire Punch would one-hit KO most Glass Cannon Pokemon anyway. So Tapu Koko was already at a disadvantage when it came out. The main reason he sent out Tapu Koko was because he was hoping that he didn't have a Fire Punch, a Fire-type move that could take him out. If Dragon wouldn't work, he knew he had Thunder Punch, and knew his last move was Dragon Dance. So he was probably hoping that last move was a Dragon-type move, but nope, it was Fire Punch. So it was my understanding that the trainer, the person who used to make a Charizard, he calculated on the fact that he was going to use this Charizard probably one time. So he wanted to make it last as long as he could. So Flare Blitz was out of the question. He didn't want the Charizard to get boosted up and then die immediately after getting all those boosts. He wanted to actually keep it around. Not using Flare Blitz would have been out of the question. And I can understand that. I can respect that, because when you're playing Pokemon, you have to make choices like that. That's why I'm constantly making choices like, should I go for Surf or should I go for Hydro Pump? And there are times when I should have had Hydro Pump on my Pokemon rather than Surf, because if I had Hydro Pump, it would have definitely killed if it hit. But I had used Surf. It was good damage, but it wasn't enough to kill, and therefore I lost the fight. But you have to, whenever you use more powerful moves, you're always taking a risk. So, like with Flare Blitz, there is a risk involved. So you can understand why the player wanted to be a little more safe. But it's like this person didn't want to understand that he was going for a safer option rather than the most powerful option. And it's like, I feel like this person just doesn't even understand what it means to be a gamer at all. You don't want to just use the most powerful thing over and over again, because it doesn't test your skills as a gamer anyway. You're just trying to win with the most broken of all moves, and you're not learning anything while progressing through the game. I mean, I saw the dude have I tried to see if the dude had a Nuzlocke, and he did, but he never finished it. Not surprising there. I don't even think it was a randomized Nuzlocke. But it's like one of those things where I feel like this is where gaming has come now, where if you're not using the most powerful technique, the most powerful move, the most powerful character with the highest stat boost and everything like that, then you're not playing the game. And I feel like it's the opposite. You're not supposed to win a game. You're supposed to try to figure out how to beat it. So what fun is it if you're not challenging yourself to figure out the ins and outs and the game mechanics and all this stuff about the game, if you're just going to one-shot everything? Yes, I'm a Mewtwo, but I'm a Mewtwo. I decided to make a Mewtwo be my persona, not just because it's the most powerful Pokemon library and all that stuff. No, that's not the reason. The reason is because after watching Mewtwo's story in Pokemon the first movie, I saw that even though Mewtwo was so powerful, even Mewtwo had no idea what to do with his life or where he wanted to take his life. And I felt that I related to that, because despite Mewtwo being intelligent, he was actually really depressed, especially after witnessing all of his friends die before he even was technically born, because that was all when he was in the test tube, and the scientist's daughter's clone was pretty much telling him about life, teaching him about life and existence with the other clone Pokemon, the Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, but they all died. Mewtwo was sad, and then eventually the little girl died. So Mewtwo had already had to grow up with that sadness inside his heart, and over time finally broke out of the tube he was in, and experiencing life for the outside world for the first time. He just felt used, abused, mistreated. So he decided that this world just wasn't worth it. The world itself, so he wanted to destroy it. And it's like I relate to how he feels, because these people that just don't even want to take the chance to try to understand something, they don't even want to try to take the chance to try to understand how people would think, how people would feel. They just want to abuse things. They just want to take the easy way out. They don't want to try. Is this world really even worth it? Is this world really worth it? Even on a more related note, I also sympathize with after Mewtwo had decided not to destroy the world. And I mean decided because they never actually beat Mewtwo. He decided to just go into hiding with the few friends that he had after the incident and stay away from humans because, as he knew, humans would not understand them. Humans would only try to abuse them, which, yeah, they did. Mostly it was Team Rocket, but even so, as Ash was trying to carry the injured Mewtwo to the lake for its healing properties, the other humans actually wouldn't let Ash put Mewtwo in the river, in the water, because they assumed that it was going to poison the water somehow. Only for the fact that they didn't recognize the Pokemon that Ash was carrying. So, I mean, to me, I feel like it's just humanity in a nutshell, not in just the Pokemon world, but in real life as well. Our life, the life that you and I exist in. The world that you and I exist in. So, that's that. Now, I want to try to get onto this theory. So it seems that the Pikachu does in fact have, intelligence enough to be a detective. Yes, I understand that. I'm still not entirely convinced that, as I'm seeing through other Let's Plays, that they assume that it's Harry's consciousness, his actual body inside of the Pikachu. I'm not entirely convinced of that, and this is why. Number one, for some reason, Harry's body wasn't discovered, although we saw it there in one of a cutscene after the crash, because there was a human body during the crash in one of the cutscenes, which would mean that maybe he woke up and walked away, which would explain the food that was there when we went to Pine Park, because there was pretty much a pet bowl, just a pet bowl of food. I know I just saw a fly go by, which I guess I can understand the reason now is because my fly paper isn't sticky, even though it's new fly paper, but it's not as sticky as it's supposed to be, because I guess, I don't know why. I saw a fly on it the other day, but it didn't even stick to it, like yesterday. So I had to switch out the fly paper. Because when we went to Fine Park, there was a bowl of food for the Pokemon set out, but we don't know who did it. But the only people who know, but somebody who would have to have known that Pokemon were there and be kind enough to give them food would have either been Harry or Mewtwo, out of the characters that we know. Now, of course, it could say Emilia or Miko, but I don't think they went back to the park after the incident. So my best bet is Harry or Mewtwo. Now, I doubt that it's Mewtwo, mostly because it was a pet bowl of food, and I don't think Mewtwo would regard the Pokemon as little pets. I would think that he would see the Pokemon as people, just like a person would another person. So I don't think he would put the food in a bowl for them to eat. He would hand them the food, hand each one some food. So that makes me believe that it was a human that set the food out. And the only human I can think of that would do that is Harry. So that makes me think that Harry is still around somewhere. that's why he says that his body is missing and not necessarily that he died. So that would indicate that this Pikachu is not Harry. He's not Tim's dad. But people have been saying the theory is that it's a fusion between Harry and the Pikachu. Now, there's another reason why I don't think it's that, and that's mostly because we've seen human fusion Pokemon before. In the first game, it was Bill, but although he was a human Pokemon fusion, he wasn't recognizable as any kind of Pokemon. It really did look like a human Pokemon hybrid. The other time was with Lucamine in Pokemon Sun and Moon. She fused with the Nihilego, and then the result was not something that was recognized to be Nihilego or 100% human. It really looked like a human as the membrane of a tentacle monster, hentai monster thing. So with that said, and we know that the cap is not part of the transformation because Manectric removes the hat in a cutscene. So we know that's a legit Pikachu. So also, if it was a fusion, that would only indicate one thing, because Mewtwo was on site. The cutscene showed Mewtwo on site when after the crash, when Pikachu started to remember the crash a little bit. So since Mewtwo was the only superpower being or thing there, that would indicate that Mewtwo somehow fused Harry and Pikachu into one body. But as far as I know, that should be outside of Mewtwo's capabilities, because I don't ever recall Mewtwo actually performing some sowing life alchemy. Now, I'm not saying that he couldn't, but I have yet to see any evidence of that. And at the same time, we kind of don't want to see Mewtwo doing sowing life alchemy, because you all remember that other guy. We don't want to remember him. We don't want to relate that guy to Mewtwo. If you don't know what I mean by sowing life alchemy, I mean taking two bodies and fusing them together, creating a chimera, in which that would be what this Pikachu is, if that were the case. So my theory is maybe because the Pikachu seems to have extensive knowledge of coffee, detective work, which normally would take years and years and years for someone to obtain this much knowledge. Yet this Pikachu, if it suddenly changed over 2 months, it would be kind of weird for this Pikachu to have that much knowledge, because it's like years and years of knowledge that just somehow happened in the course of 2 months. So my theory is that after the crash, Mewtwo probably asked the Pikachu to help him find R so that he can fix the situation. He made him promise that he would find R. Maybe that's the promise. But the Pikachu wasn't quite smart enough as the human to actually be able to find R. So maybe, and this is possible, this is within Mewtwo's power, maybe he transferred the knowledge that Harry had and put it into Pikachu, which will probably include mannerisms, characteristics, things like that. Now we know Mewtwo can definitely affect and change up a person's mind, brain waves, brain activity, because he did so in the movie when all the Pokemon were going into an all-out battle. He said himself that he will use his powers to block all Pokemon special abilities. So if he's able to do something like that on that scale, then it shouldn't be too far-fetched for him to just take the memory or knowledge of one being and put it into another. Oh, and also one more thing. It would seem that this Pikachu still... I'm sorry. I'm not sure if Pikachu's voice is new or Pikachu's always had that voice, but we're talking about the Pika 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 voice. But I would assume that if they returned the Pikachu to the detective agency and he was using this Pika 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 voice and they didn't find anything weird about it, then that must be the Pikachu's actual voice. Because if it was a different voice, they would have been like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. This isn't our Pikachu. That's a completely different voice. Now, also, if this voice was supposed to be Harry's voice, and then Tim, who for some reason can understand this Pikachu talking, but if it's Harry's voice, why doesn't Tim instantly recognize it as his father's voice? So that's the other thing that makes me think it's not exactly Harry or Tim's father, but maybe it just has Harry's knowledge. Now I will say one thing that kind of disproves my whole theory. It was the whole thing with the locket, because you saw Pikachu just kind of looking at that locket, almost as if he was getting some familiarity with it. And then when Tim says that's his mother, Pikachu's like, oh, wait, that's your mother? Oh, well then this must be you then. And if that really was Harry, then it would be reasonable for him to stare at the locket and find some kind of familiarity with it, because it would be his wife and child, his family. But I still find it suspect that the Pikachu tried to change the subject so quick. Okay, so I've rambled on enough. That was 26 minutes. Even that could be its whole episode. Well, 26 minutes of recording. I don't know how I'm going to edit it. Whew. You guys can tell that I have a lot on my mind. This is why I like detective puzzles and stuff like that. Not really a puzzle, in my opinion. Whew. Well, we managed to get in. Yeah. Now let's have a look around. Quietly, though. Search the interior of the warehouse. Oh, I gotta do this again. Hold on.
Watch out. When you investigate, do it without getting caught.
Oh, snap. So, is this an actual sneak mission? Oh my god, we're actually doing some Metal Gear right now. Oh, okay.
All right, keep it moving.
Meta. Come on, pick up the pace. Meta.
Pikachu, look at that guy.
Oh, it's the same one from the photo.
Alexander Wilde.
Hey, come here. Anything to report?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
Good. Mr. Norman wants us to keep the security here extremely tight. Don't even let a Rattata through.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear that? Keith Norman. So this must be...
Yeah, their base of operations. Now, let's have a real good look around.
Okay, so you pronounced it Rattata,
Hey, Tim.
but I'm pretty sure in Pokemon Stadium they call it Rattata. So
Tim.
Pokemon pronunciations can be several ways,
Tim.
evidently. First thing is to scout the area. Since it seems like we're the only ones on this floor, it's a good chance to scope out the first floor. But be careful, okay? Don't get caught. Got it. I'll be extra quiet. Oh my god, I'm actually making noise as I walk. Unfortunately, I can't change the camera angle, at least I don't think I can. I mean, I think this would be a good way to scope out the floor. The problem is, it's in the center of the room, and I think that will definitely make it easier for people to see me. So I don't really want to step there. Also, I can't walk any slower than this. Or can I? Hold on. No, I can't not walk any slower than this. So I feel like I'm on a sneak mission, so I'm going real quiet. I'm not going real quiet, I'm going real slow, but every time I make a step, I make noise. Oh, I can't go this way anyway, ain't that a... Okay. This also seems like a good spot. Go on, Tim, take a look. Okay. A champ. And it looks like though they're closing the lids on those containers. They're definitely putting their backs into it. And their arms, too. Okay. Can I get up? It's actually amazing that... Because this time I'm actually getting actual animation when I scope this area out. It's actually kind of cool. I mean, I really do feel like I'm playing Metal Gear or something. The workers are here. Man, they look unmotivated. Even the Pokemon here look more energetic. Okay, what's the... okay, Metang? I can't select Metang. What about the... okay. Okay, so I can't highlight the products that they're moving. What about this? There's a step... oh, step ladder. Look, a ladder. We'd be able to get down to the first floor from anywhere if we had that. It's not like we can get it, though. Let's try to figure out some other way. Okay. Look at these boxes. I wonder what they're for. It really does look more like a factory than a warehouse, doesn't it? Okay. Power board? Yeah, we should be able to switch off all the power into the warehouse from there. We've checked everything we can see from here. I think we should wrap our investigation of this area, otherwise we might get caught. Is somebody actually gonna walk up and catch me? Okay. I pressed B to cancel, but now Pikachu's seen something. Huh? I wonder what that is. Huh? Hey Pikachu, don't lean... oh no, never mind, this is... don't lean out so much, it's dangerous. Aw, come on, I want to see what it is. Huh? Yeah, just a bit more. Oh, hey there, Spinnerack. Spinnerack, right? Yeah. You see, that was supposed to be a jump scare, and I didn't... You saw how quickly I registered what it was. This is why I say I can't play horror games on the on channel, because I register what it is too quickly and I don't get scared, or at least I don't make a reaction like most people would. What the? It was your thread that was bothering? No, it was your thread that was bothering me. Pikachu, if you're not quiet, they'll find us. So, is this Spinnerack with them? That's the question. Spin, spin. What do you mean? He's right. It was your fault in the first place. Yeesh. What's up with this Pokemon? Spin. Oh, so there's something tasting on the first floor? So you snuck in to get some? Okay, so it doesn't seem like he's with them. I thought it might have been security for the warehouse, which would make sense, because you wouldn't just suspect a spider to actually be a sentry. I see. The increase in securities made it difficult for you to grab a snack, huh? Spin, spin. And you were hanging down to scope things out. Spin. You want to get down to the first floor, huh? Well, that's something we've got in common. Pikachu, if you keep talking, the workers will see you. And then it's like, yeah, don't worry, they'll just assume you were the one talking. Okay, wait, what? Oh, sorry. Spinnerack, how about we go somewhere less obvious? And get to the floor above? Spin. So Spinnerack managed to sneak in too. Yep, but more importantly, I hope you're taking notes quickly before you forget.
Look at the Machamp. They sure are busy loading things up.
Okay, that's all we've got for the layout of this part of the floor. Okay, what if I hit the X button?
I can see perfectly now. Let's go gather information.
Okay. Oh. Why would you do that in this scenario? Okay. Hey there. Seems like you're having a rough time with the security here, too. What exactly is this treat you keep going on about? It said the box is Machamp carry. It smells really good. Does it mean the food that we make here? Does it mean the food they make here? We were told it smells really bad. I think so. Well, to each its own, I guess. Do you just hang around like that all the time? Your thread must be really strong. You can even support the weight of a person? Wow, that's impressive. You think you can pull me up? Not for free? You want a treat in exchange? Well, aren't you optimistic? I don't know how he was... Oh no, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Optimistic. Opportunistic. Yeah. Because I just read OP and T and istic, and I just assumed the word was optimistic. No, it's opportunistic. That's why I was like, wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Well, aren't you opportunistic? Spin. Okay. I wonder if it's possible for us to actually be seen. I would assume so. Kind of want to see if I can look outside this area, but I don't think so. Okay, this is the scary part. I guess I have to look for a prompt some... Oh, okay. This also seems like a good spot. Go on, Tim, take a look. Okay. Alright. What's outside? There's a Matang over there. It's like this is the only way in or out. Yeah, I guess they have to open it in order to ship the stuff out. Ooh. Matang are carrying out containers. They really are. They're certainly hard working. I hope it's not R they're shipping out. Yo, this is actually pretty fire! Look, those must be guards. What are they talking about? Anything unusual? Nope, nothing to report. Good. Still, let's keep our eyes open. Yeah, the manager doesn't want even a ratata getting inside. That's not good. They seem like they're on high alert. We'd better keep our distance. Huh? They're still talking. Let's go listen to them. Hey, do you know what's going on in the room in the back? Oh, I guess they told you to stay away from that place too, huh? Don't tell anyone I told you, but they're incubating something. What? What do you mean? Not sure myself. I only overheard Mr. Norman talking to the manager. They said it could only be done by somebody they got here, or something like that. Don't tell anyone, okay? Got it. Sounds like we shouldn't be messing with anyway. Yo, I kind of feel like fucking Breaking Bad. Remember in Breaking Bad when Walter and... I almost said Pinky. Walter and Jesse were dealing with those other gangs, but these guys who would rob people that they do extermination service for. And then they would tell them that these guys, you don't talk to them. You don't talk to them. You don't look at them. But if they tell you to jump, you jump like a motherfucker. It's like, holy crap. So Keith does come here, and I wonder if that man we saw is the factory manager. He must be. And they say they're incubating? That's the word for growing more cells or something, right? The only thing like that could be related to... Are they making another Mewtwo clone? I mean, they're probably just making more cells, not an actual full organism, but still. I think we're on the same page there. It's got to be Mewtwo cells. Whoever's incubating them is on the roof in the back. Oh, they got more to say. Cultivation. Let's listen in on what they're saying. Hey, have you seen it today? No, not yet. Maybe it'll come back in a bit. I can't wait. It's so nice, you know. I would say it was a girl, but they said it. Yeah, it really warms my heart. Maybe I'll give it a treat again. What are they talking about? They say something about treats, so maybe it's a kid? Why would they call a kid it? In a place like this? Okay, stairs. There are stairs here, but if we go down there, they'll see us. Yeah, the security guards aren't slacking off. Excited. I was wondering where you were. Knocked them out? That's our last resort. Yo! Excelco is ready to go down for some business! He's like, you know, I am a ninja. I got this. Excelco is ready to do some ninja work. No, it's not any kind of resort. We need to handle things quietly. You can take them out quietly. Although I would say the Metang will probably see it though, because the Metang seem to be moving around rather routinely. Not to mention if they somehow notice that the bodies are gone after just being there for a few seconds. I mean, after turning their back for a few seconds and they notice that they're gone, they might sound the alarm because that was way too quick for two bodies to disappear. I think we've seen all there is to see here. If we linger too long, we'll get caught. Right. I actually wonder if it's possible to get caught. We sure found out a lot. You can say that again. Make sure you've got it all written down so we don't forget.
We need to check the floor below, but there are guards on duty. If we try going down the stairs, we'll be caught right away.
I mean, real talk, guys, the reason I started playing this was because RunJDRun played a little bit of it. And I wanted to see more, but he stopped playing it after part 1. So I was disappointed, and I'm like, I want to see some detective stuff. And now I was like, I want to see some detective stuff, but I also kind of want to play some Pokemon. So why don't I just, okay, I wanted to play something that challenged my mind, something kind of puzzle-ish, kind of problem-solving-ish. And but at the same time, I kind of want to play Pokemon, so I just decided to play this because it's a mix of both. But I think JD would love this, guys. You gotta, guys. The title of this thing is going to be RunJDRun would love this game. This is sick. And I need you guys in the comment section to actually tweet to him what I said. Keep playing Detective Pikachu because this game is fire. Although he probably has seen the movie already. I mean, I don't know when this part's going to come out. Dang, it might not come out till June, July. Right around August or September. Oh yeah, and I had a doctor's appointment in the past couple of days, so I had to go talk to them about my failing heart. What are you doing, Tim? Trying to get us caught? That's a stairway to the first floor. We need to scope out the area first by looking down from this floor. Okay, can I look down from this way? Or hold on, what if I look down from this way? Apparently there's another way that I can look, but I'm not seeing it here. Okay, so it's got to be on this side. I'm surprised they don't hear somebody walking up there. Really? Okay, I'm not getting prompted. But this is fire though. I actually feel like I'm in a spy movie or something. Why did JD stop playing this? Oh wait, maybe over here. I mean, now that I've prompted? No? This is lit! I mean, for a Pokemon game? Wait, didn't I look from here already? I don't think so. That's a good place to peek in. Be careful not to be seen, Tim. Ooh. I thought that was gold bars at first. Stuff keeps coming from the room in the back. I feel like I'm doing some James Bond movie, dude. I feel like this is Goldeneye. 007, the game. This must be inspection. It looks like they're checking for defects before replacing these. And it seems like there are a lot of defects. Hail Nobra? Sorry, that's a Robot Chicken clip. Referencing Cobra from G.I. Joe. Okay, Mr. Moneybags here. Well, I say that just because he looks big and in charge. That's the man in the photo. Is he sneezing? You got a spritzy around you? He definitely looks like he's in charge here. Does he just stand there and keep an eye on the workers all day? Man, this is one place I never want to work in. Is there another room over there? Okay. Hey, they're talking about something. Today is my first day, sir. Well, you better not screw it up, or it's gonna be your last day. Not just for this job. You know what I'm saying? Ah, yes. Thanks for joining. Oh, wait, the other guy? Okay. I'd like to explain what we do here at the factories first. At this factory first. Okay, that's a supervisor. Yes, sir. I'd love to hear it. This warehouse is a factory? Well, we could do with that with an explanation too. We can do with that explanation too. Let's hear what he's got to say. Yeah. Yes, we can hear what they're saying. So, do you know what we make here? You know what we make here, right? No, sir, I don't. What? You didn't even do a bit of research? You call yourself a detective? You call yourself damn, what's the word? A minion. You call yourself a minion? We make health food? Wait, what? I guess that's the story that they told them, that they make health food. But they probably don't even know that they're moving illegal drugs. It's kind of like what's it? Los Pollos from Breaking Bad. I'm sure you've seen the commercials. You know, so smelly, you know what's good for you. That's the Yeah, I know. That awful, that commercial with Max and Chad. They were endorsing it? Holy crap! No wonder he thought he was gonna lose his job. That Krusty Burger. So it's not just R they make here. Quite the elaborate camouflage. So the stinky container was health food, huh? I don't care how good it is for you. I still don't get why they're making something so smelly and awful. Huh? They're still talking. They're still chatting away. And that's what you'll be doing. Got it? Yes, sir. You got it all down. Good to hear. Oh, I almost forgot. This is very important. But be sure to never, ever touch the switch next to the conveyor belt. You mean this switch? You are so fired. Yes, sir, but can I ask why? That switch controls which direction the conveyor belt is moving. If you accidentally bump it, it could cause lots of problems. Oh, you mean like just setting things backwards? I mean, can't we just like set it back the other way? No. It would cause all kinds of problems if things go backwards for even 1 second. Like what? Total meltdown. What? I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, a newcomer pressed it by accident a while back and immediately got fired. Oh, that's... okay. And by fired, I mean... All the products were sent back to the room next to this one and made a complete mess. We were able to get up and running in a few hours, but man, the manager blew his top, yelling about how we didn't need how we didn't need even more work to do. Okay. That sounds terrible. I'll be careful, sir. So the factory manager took charge of getting things back in order. Pikachu, they're still talking. Let's get every bit of information we can from them. May I ask a question? What is it? I noticed that door behind me. There's a door behind them. There is a door behind them. What's going on in that room? Everyone seems to be avoiding it. Oh, that room between you and me? There's a scientist in there. Some kind of new product research? Who knows? Oh, geez. The only thing the manager told us is to steer clear at all costs. And I bet it's some kind of new product. I'd love to know more about it, sir. I'd be happy to take part in experiments even. Man, the only experiment you're about to take part of is this here cement shoes. If you keep talking like that, if you keep asking questions like that. Forget it. Trust me, you don't want to be heard talking about this. You could get me fired too. And by fired, I mean... Tim, did you hear that? Yeah, he mentioned a scientist. It must be the man in a lab coat. Right, and he's in that room. Okay, so... I do seem to be able to highlight the room. That must be the door the workers were talking about. Yep, and that's where the researcher is. Hey, a fire alarm. I bet things will get interesting if we set it off. You little you little... I mean, yeah, it might make people panic, but it also might make people run to the fire alarm if they don't see a fire or even smoke. There you go again with your crazy ideas. It would be chaos. And that's exactly what we want. What? We're gonna do it now? Excel? No, wait, Excel Guard, he was joking. Wait. Excel? Whew, I'm glad you listened. Yo, I legit thought we were gonna pull the fire alarm. I was getting ready for some QTEs like a mofo. Oh, that must be the switch. This must be the switch for the conveyor belt. It's what they use to switch the direction it moves in. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up our investigation of this area for now. I'll make a note of anything we find. Yeah, I'm counting on you.
The man in the photo looks like the factory manager. The man in the lab coat's in the next room over. But is that where they're making R? Right, so that's that.
We know the first floor layout. I didn't see any way to get down to the first floor. Neither did I, although we did get some interesting information. Yeah, maybe it's time we changed our thinking. If we can't get to the first floor, maybe we should explore this floor a bit more. Okay, the only place I can really go is this over here. Sorry, a fly flew right in my face and I tried to squash it with one hand, as I usually try to do, because if I tried both hands I would drop my controller. Oh, cutscene.
Wait. Someone's coming.
This way, Pikachu.
By the ear. Oh, look! Pansage loves doing the laundry.
Looks like it's a Pokemon.
Don't let it see us. Let's stay and watch what it does.
Then get deeper behind the boxes.
Pikachu, do you think it's okay to try and help it?
Yeah. If it decides to cause trouble, we can handle it.
He's like, yeah, we can take this guy out if he tries something.
You alright? Seems like a nice Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right. What's all this?
A lab coat.
Uh-oh.
Hey, maybe you can let us know what's going on.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna put on disguises? Are you a Pokemon that works here? We have a few questions for you. I saw you had a lab coat in the basket. Do you know anything about the scientist? Pan. Oh, he's our partner. Pan. Simon. That's your partner's name. Oh, and his clothes were starting to smell, so you washed them for him. Washed them for him, huh? Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Okay. Such a dedicated Pokemon. Do you think this man in the photo is his partner? Probably. Is your partner the guy in this photo? Pan! That's what I thought. What's Simon doing here anyway? Research? Well, that figures. He's a scientist. Do you know anything specific? He doesn't seem to enjoy his research since he came here. You're allowed to come and go as you please, but he hasn't been outside in months? Dang! How's that possible? And that's very possible considering the Pokemon doesn't have to be let out of his Pokeball for months. That was pretty much proven when James went to his old summer home that he hasn't been to in years. Found the Pokeball, opened it up, and there was Carnivine. I'm like, yeah, I bet you that Carnivine was super happy to see James. It was literally been years since he'd been there. He said he hadn't been there since he was a little kid. He's all grown up. At least 10, maybe 20 years. How's that possible? And a tough-looking guy is always watching. It means the factory manager, I guess. Is Simon being forced to continue his research? It definitely seems that way, yeah. Pan, you don't like him because he's always rushing Simon to get stuff done, and he's always looking so scary, huh? What's he trying to get Simon to do? Pan? He's forcing Simon to make something? They say something about cells? It must be Mewtwo cells, huh? But wait, in that case... What's up, Tim? We were told there are only 2 people in this world who could incubate Mewtwo cells. Dr. Walls himself and his lab assistant. So that must mean Pansage's partner is... Walls' former assistant. Exactly. Hey, Pansage, did Simon ever work with an old man with a white beard? Pan! A long time ago. They worked together? I knew it. Pan... He seems to enjoy his work back then, huh? Don't worry, Pansage. We'll find out the secret of this factory and make sure you guys go free. I get the feeling that that's not gonna be... very easy. In fact, I think that something might happen to Simon once we try something. I don't know. Because this is like a legit detective story. There are casualties. If there's anything you know about this place, we'd love to have the info. Man. So the factory manager is scary, but the other workers aren't so bad. Man, they seem really happy when they see you, and they give you okay, so that's what they mean by it. It was this guy, the Pansage. So then the security guards must have been talking about Pansage earlier. Alright. Well, I think we're getting a good idea of what to do next. We need to get to Simon's room. You know where to go, right? It's at the far end of the first floor. We need to find Simon and hear what he can tell us about R. Plus, figure out a rescue plan. Right, but how should we get down to the first floor? Good question. We do have one little problem. It's heavily guarded. Second floor is too high. It's heavily guarded. That's right. They've got the place pretty well covered right now. But think of it this way. We only need to deal with the factory manager and the 2 guards to get through. Yeah, starting to think we can do this. So long as we have the right plan. Oh, you've got an idea then? How do we get down without being caught? Rush right in, there you go. Give up and go home. I like how the only other 2 options wouldn't even work at all. Get help from the Pokemon. That might just work. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Pansage will be happy to help us, and Spinnerack wanted to get down to the first floor, so it might be willing to help too. Who else? Oh, hey, Selgor, what's up? See, I didn't get jump scared. Excelgor, of course. Yeah, you're part of the team too. Excelgor's speed will definitely be a huge help. Let's figure out a way to get down there. Yo, everybody wants to be part of a heist. You know, when you saw the movie Heat, you were like, I want to do that. What are Dan Cook's jokes? Dane Cook's jokes. How can we sneak down to the first floor? Oh, sorry, I tried to click A for the case notes. Okay. Let me walk away. Okay.
The room we need to get to on the first floor? It's in the back part of the building. So we'll have to decide who's gonna distract the guards.
Well, Pansage might be the best option for that. Then flip the switch on the conveyor belt. And then sneak down to the first floor. I mean, Pansage will definitely distract them, and I feel like Excelgor would be the best option to flip the switch for the conveyor belt, because he'd be like, oh, and then again, I guess Spinnerack could do it if he's got the, if he uses his web, he'd be able to do it too, his threads. I mean, he could do it from the ceiling and then nobody would really notice. So I'm not quite sure what they're asking. Hold on, let me actually talk to the other Pokemon. So I'm not entirely sure what they're asking me. Excelgor was here. He's gone now. Let me talk back to Spinnerack. I don't see Excelgor anywhere. Unless if Excelgor is over there in the boxes. Let's see if Spinnerack is okay with this. Oh, he doesn't have anything to say. Okay, so I have to do this now. Oh no, I can't go down that way. Or they won't allow me to go down that way, I think. Okay. I'm surprised they don't hear me up here. Alright.
The room we need to get to on the first floor? It's in the back part of the building. So we'll have to decide who's gonna distract the guards.
Okay. Right, I need to. Alright. I mean, I feel like that once the guards are distracted, Excelgor can speed through and then flip the conveyor belt. But you see, they're not telling me how each person would go about it. And I know Excelgor would just use its speed, but I wonder if Spinnerack would just use its threads to flip it from the ceiling. I mean, we don't want to use anyone else except Pansage for this part because they know who it is. They recognize the Pokemon, or they know the Pokemon. So actually, you know what? Hold on. They might have hinted at it from the case list. Oh wait, not the case list. This. Okay, speed definitely be a huge help. Spinnerack. Okay, so that's it. That's what I needed to see. Spinnerack wanted to get down to the first floor. All right, we got it. See, I just needed to get as much information as I can. I need to
on the first floor.
Need to remember the
It's in the
information.
back part of the building, so we'll have to decide who's going to distract the guards.
Okay, so Pansage here flipped the switch, and he wanted it to go down to the first floor. So.
Interesting you'd think that.
What's the reason for the selection? I have to go this far? Let me see what it said. Spinnerack web is so strong that even people can hang from it. Oh, right! But I was suggesting the web anyway. So, I wasn't too far off. Now, this is because they already know Pansage, so they won't see him as a threat. Pansage gets along with the workers. They give him treats when he walks up to them. So they'll be distracted. He can use that moment of time to just run in there and flip that switch. There we go.
Okay, got it. Pansage will get the guards' attention. And during that, Excelgor will turn on the conveyor belt. While everyone is busy dealing with all of that, we'll use Spinnerack string to make our way down to the room. That sounds like a great plan.
We thought up a good strategy. Are you ready? We're counting on you. Excel. Pan. I'm still expecting some kind of QTE. So I'm trying to be on guard. But on alert, not on guard. Speaking of on guard. Dang. Yeah, that's right. You gotta go do their stuff now. Gotta go fix everything. Okay. That worked out just fine. Now let's use the thread to get down. What? Oh god, I gotta select 2 doors. Okay, it's not that one. Wait, what? Are you... What? Where's the... Okay, walk past here. Okay, is it this door? Thank you. Ooh, man, I was about to sweat. Here we are. Oh, let's go in. Huh? Is it locked? Oh, the passage. You really helped us out earlier. Yeah, our plan worked thanks to you. Pan. You'll introduce us to Simon? Thanks. Okay, whew. I was actually kind of sweating there. But I'm sweating because it's hot in my room, but... Simon Yin.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, wow.
Yo, the music!
No way. Could those be Mewtwo cells?
What? How do you know about these? Who are you?
Oh no, the factory manager.
We're working this case. Don't worry, we're on your side.
On my side?
Yo, Doctor. Hope all is going well. It is almost time, you know.
Of course, no problems.
Aw, don't look so sad, Doc. This is the last shipment, and once it's done, you're free to go.
He's dead.
I'll let you get back to work.
Well, not very observant.
Thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
So, did you mean it when you said you were on my side? And how did you know about the cells?
Sorry to have surprised you. We actually got the info from Walls. Dr. Walls? You mean the same Walls who was the first director of PCL? That's right. If he mentions the sales to you, then that means he really trusted you. And you said you were looking into the incidents? That's right. The reason we went to Walls is because we needed to know more about R. But it doesn't seem like you're a scientist. Why this interest in R? Well, my dad is a detective, and he was investigating the incidents involving Pokémon, but he's gone missing now, and when we followed the information he left behind, it led us to R. I see. It seems like you're a pretty good detective yourself. You'd be doing me a favor if you solved this case too. About 6 months ago, a tall man brought me here and has had me make him R. Has had me making R ever since. That's terrible. But wasn't there some talk between you being freed soon? Nah, you don't understand detective stories. You don't understand crime shows, my boy. When they mean free to go to heaven, free to go to hell. That's what they meant. Yeah, apparently the factory will be moving soon. All I need to do is assist them until then. Not that I believe they'll really let me go, though. Even if they are telling the truth, R is not something that should exist in this world. I'm happy to help you out. Okay, hey there, Pansage. Thanks for the help. Look, a microscope. So that's what Mewtwo cells look like. Ooh, I want to see. What do my cells look like? Dang it! These are cans of some health food. We should take one to Spinnerack. Yeah, because he wanted some. Sorry, Simon. Is it alright if we take one? Well, sure, but I can't imagine why you'd want one. I mean, them things are stank. Them things are nasty. Definitely not healthy to Pokemon. Yeah, don't tell Spinnerack that. That's so bad. Yeah, judging by how it works, Pansage couldn't get around the washing the blankets. Okay. It looks like the containers in Wallace's lab. Huh? Wallace? Oh, I see. His name came up in some publications. He's one of the top researchers in his field. This music. I wonder what's in it. Is this the machine they said was carrying for the wharf? I don't know. This looks more like a tank than a machine to me. Alright, Pansage, what's good? Thanks for your help earlier. We were able to make our way here. Pan? What? You don't care if you have to stay? So long as Simon can go free? Trust me, they're not letting him go free. It really is a dedicated Pokemon. Don't worry, Pansage. We'll figure out something. We'll figure something out.
Yes.
Alright, ask me anything. He was the director of PCL when I first joined. Eventually he started to let me help him out with his own research. Even the explosion at PCL is half my fault, but the professor took full responsibility and left. I see. I wanted to follow him, but he wouldn't let me. Well, it seems like he was able to find a nice quiet place to settle down in. That's good to hear. I had been worried about him ever since the accident. Ours created using Mewtwo cells, right? Dr. Walsh told us there was some mistake if they were using instead of Mew cells. That's right, we made a mistake. Mew's a very rare Pokemon after all. Dr. Walsh looked everywhere he could to get a hold of its cells, and they must have been tricked by someone. Not everyone can be trusted, unfortunately. I was kind of thinking that maybe he found what he thought was Mew cells, but it was so similar to Mewtwo cells that he couldn't tell the difference, which would make sense because Mewtwo is a clone of Mew. That's why he's called Mewtwo. I'm called Q2 because I am the fourth clone of Mewtwo, which makes me to the 5th Pokemon. So it was what? Mewtwo, and then he named his clones D1, B1. No, wait, no. B1, T1, Q1, and then Q2. Because in B is for 2, B is for 2, T is for 3, so it's 3, 1. The first Q would be 4, because cuatro, so Q1, and then the 5th one would be Q2, because it's a second Q that comes in the sequence. That's why my name is Q2. That's horrible. I regret it to this day. That's how we ended up creating the terrible substance known as R. Dr. Walsh told us that the effects of R were likely caused by Mewtwo's Berserk gene, but I'm still not understanding what that's supposed to be. He didn't even look berserk when he was talking earlier. Like he was pretty calm. I mean berserk as in his powers. I mean his powers could go pretty berserk. We saw him blow up half of Earth in Pokken. What exactly is this Berserk gene, though? In order to explain that, I'll need you to tell me more about the Pokemon Mewtwo. I can tell you all about Pops. Ask me anything. It said that Mewtwo was created by recombining these genes. Recombining? What do you mean? In order to make it extremely aggressive. Seems like it was some sort of experiment to create a powerful Pokemon. Yeah, they tried. That's horrible. Yeah, I agree. So this recombined gene is the Berserk gene. That's right. And because that gene was what we used, R became what it is now. I might retitle this episode Mewtwo Origins and the R substance thingy. I don't know. R and Mewtwo Origins story. Not only are they talking about the origins of Mewtwo, I just gave some of the origin to my character, which is related to Mewtwo. About Harry. This is I still want to call it RunJDRun would love this game. This is my dad in the photo. Have you seen him? It seems like he infiltrated this place about 2 months ago. I can't say that I have, sorry. Although 2 months ago is when the factory manager got very upset, saying R was stolen from the chemical storage area. So yeah, that must have been it. That must have been my dad. Everyone here was frantically trying to find this intruder. Since then, they really stepped up the security. And that's probably how they found him out the next time. Alright. Wait, that's really it? I pressed X instinctively right when Pikachu was about to prompt me. No wonder Keith was after Harry. We'd found that a lot, but there was something he said that got my attention. We know we heard it from Walls too, but I still think this whole thing is ironic. They wanted to make a perfect medicine, but instead ending up with that awful substance. Yeah, I bet even Mewtwo doesn't want its cells used like that. I don't think Dad would want his cells like that, used like that too. He probably don't want to make any more berserk Pokemon anyway. And like, y'all trying to challenge me? Nah, son. But then again, probably more reputation. But then again, I don't think Dad cares that much about his reputation. He's got a bad rap anyway. No kidding. Mewtwo, huh? Every time I hear that name, it makes me uneasy. Yeah, that's how Pop's names work. You hear the name Mewtwo, you should feel uneasy. That's been happening a lot since we got here. Hope your memory comes back soon. So I really still don't know everything about what happened to this Pikachu, but I've already said my theories. I'll say them more if I come up with more, but that's what I came up with. About the chemical storage area. Exactly, the chemical storage area. That's where Harry got R. I wonder if that's where he got a photo of R too. You were in the photo too, weren't you? Yeah, I must have been to this facility before. I've been feeling that ever since we entered this place. Oh, that was the other thing I forgot to mention. If this was a hybrid of Harry and Pikachu, if this was, well, I guess if it's a hybrid, it would still make sense. But if this was Harry's mind inside of a Pikachu, then how would Harry be able to understand Pokemon language? Harry would not be able to understand Pokemon language. In that regard, this is definitely a Pikachu because this Pikachu understands Pokemon language, so it's definitely a Pikachu. But that doesn't explain why he knows so much. Like he has Harry's knowledge inside of him. Another thing, I had it, but I've kind of forgot it. Right, because this Pikachu can read, and we already established, or at least I already established, that in this game they've proven that Pokemon can't read, but clearly this Pikachu can read. At least it can read human language. So that makes me think that it's a Pikachu with human knowledge, much like Mewtwo himself. So it makes me think that he just put what Harry knew inside of this Pikachu. That could explain why Pikachu can't use any moves. They could also explain why he has complete amnesia. And not complete amnesia, but amnesia or anything regarding Harry and pretty much anybody else in his life. He has amnesia. I wonder if you'll remember anything if we go to the chemical storage area. I don't know about that, but we may find some clue about Harry. Let's ask Simon if we can get to the storage area. Excuse me, could you tell us where the chemical storage is? We'd like to take a look. Oh, it's right above this room. Info on R should be there too. It's probably locked, but you can get it open with this key. Thank you very much, but are you sure this is wise that they find out you're helping me? Don't worry about that. If anything happens to me, the production of R will stop completely. So they can't really do much. Just be careful you're not caught. Beware that they could get another scientist to learn about it. I mean, that's how these things go. I watched Breaking Bad. The moment they got Jesse to start cooking the meth, Walter. Oh, and one more thing. R that's in storage gets shipped out once we have enough. Depending on the timing, the storage could be empty. Have a look anyway. You said this was the last shipment, right? Where is it being shipped to? That I don't know, but I've got an idea about how we can find out. I'll start preparing for that. So just leave it to me. Okay, I gotta take a break. I want to keep recording a little bit. I don't want to stop it just yet. Okay, I'm back. And I can do this.
This infiltration thing is hard work. I should eat to get more energy? No, that's all right. I'm good. Really, I'm good.
Oh God. Now, do you want to take a bite of my hair? Is that why Heracross kept sucking on Bulbasaur's little bulb? Okay. Any more?
So these are Mewtwo cells. Don't forget, I'm a Pikachu too, you know. Watch. Thunderbolt! You know, maybe...
I just took a break, Pikachu.
Double team!
I just noticed that every time he gets to one side, it makes that boom sound, that drum sound, like he's got a bunch of weight. So it does make him seem like a fat middle-aged man, or at least an overweight middle-aged man. There's just a difference between fat and overweight.
Don't forget, I'm a Pikachu too, you know. Watch. Thunderbolt!
So I guess what I just said kind of makes him think that it probably is Harry in the Pikachu body. Like the containers of Wallace Lab. Wallace, I see the name. Okay, yeah, he did say this before. Okay, so I guess now we just head over to. Oh, about the chemical storage area. Do you know anything about it? Pan. Oh, you've never been there before, huh? So you've never been there, huh? Pan. Are we going to be able to escape after we go there? After going there. Yeah, it seems like they can keep an eye on it, but we'll figure something out. I wish we could zoom in on the Mewtwo cells. Alright. Are they still distracted? They should see me. It said it's the room above, but I didn't see a room above. There's a spinner rack. Alright, I'm a man of my word. Here you go. Spin, spin. God, the smell is enough to make me choke. Do you think you could wait on opening it and pull us up first? Oh, okay, you get pulled up on the floor above. Yeah, pull us up, thanks. I don't want to walk too far because I think they might be back by now. I mean, logically they would be back by now. So they said it's the room above, but I didn't see a room over here. Why did JD stop playing this game? That's gonna irk me. Oh, okay, cutscene. Oh, it's okay. Chemical storage area should be just ahead. It's right above Simon's room. We can't get through all this. I guess we don't have a choice. Come on, Tam. Let's get all this luggage out of the way. We need to make a path to the storage area, so think carefully on how to move things. In real life, you would not be able to see things in this angle, so this is rather redundant. Just a block puzzle for nothing. Okay. But you know what? It wouldn't be Pokemon if we didn't have this, because Pokemon itself does this all the time. When you have to use Pokemon with strength and all that. So, okay, let me figure this out. I'm trying to think of it backwards, because... okay, so I have to push that one there. No, wait. If I push that one there, then I can't push that one to the side. So I have to push that one to the right. I have to push that one to the right, so I have to get to this spot. So let's see. I think I got it. And then Pikachu can say something. Hold on. What's up, Tim? I'm stuck in nothing. Okay.
A bolt? Of no brilliance.
Okay, I think I got it. So first, I'm gonna push this. Then I'm going to come over here, push this. Then come over here, push this. And I'm just tapping A. I'm not like hitting the control stick when I'm not, the only thing I'm touching is A when it give me that prompt right there. So I do this. Then I come over here, push this to the right. Then come over here, push this to the left. Now, is this box up here anything? I don't know. What happened? What's over here? Nothing? Okay. What's up, Tim? I'm stuck! Seriously, you can't... I thought I was going to be prompted once I actually moved that thing to the left. Woo! Okay, there we go. I had to step at a certain spot to be prompted to proceed. We did it, Tim. Come on, let's check out the storage area. Alright. Alright. I was just about to hit X, too.
This room is familiar. I'm getting really close to remembering something. A truly great detective will all... What's that? Oh, you must really want to talk to me. I guess that's alright.
Says I've seen that one before, but I don't remember it. Oh well.
Double team!
I like this one.
A truly great detective. Coffee is a detective needs stamina.
Alright, I guess that's all. And one more. Nope, okay. Let's double team again. Okay. Is that a walkie-talkie? Look, Pikachu, there's some kind of document behind this box. What? It says R experimentation report. Good find, Tim. This must be a report on R. Looks like Carlos is the author. It must be from before we went to PCL. Let's see what it says. R has different properties, depending on whether it is in liquid form or gas form. This allows it to be used in different ways, depending on the situation. Both forms are nearly odorless, and only Pokemon with an acute sense of smell have any chance of detecting it. Okay. So it's kind of like Blue Blood from Detective Become Human. Detroit Become Human. The balloon used to cause the incident at the amusement park is the perfect example of R's properties as a gas. R is dispersed by popping the balloon. The dispersal radius is approximately 3 feet, which is sufficient for most needs. The best way to utilize R in its liquid form is to inject it into food. R's effects are amplified when the two types of liquid, red and green, are mixed together. In fact, the easiest way to gain the effects of R is to inject the red and green liquids separate into food. R's effect will be amplified for any Pokemon that consumes the food. Here, I will lay out potential future development for R. Currently, R is transported using special vials. However, these vials break easily, also prevent efficient mixing of the liquids. We have begun working on a capsule form to counter these drawbacks, so it has to be put in a unique capsule. Gotcha. By storing R in a durable capsule device, my hope is to improve its portability while reducing the risk of damage. Additionally, I plan to incorporate a device that allows the two separate liquids to be mixed whenever the user chooses. In other words, the capsule device will allow a user to disperse the mixed R automatically, with no restrictions on place or time. Dang. Almost like a... kind of like a grenade. Or C4. There still exists a need to gather more experimental data and improve R. Currently, R has two major drawbacks. Its effects are temporary. Oh crap. They want longer. They want more permanent results? Nah, crap. No wonder Mewtwo wants this. No wonder Pops wants this gone. and it is impossible to communicate with a Pokemon under the influence of R. Okay. My plan is to continue research on R in order to develop a new version that would allow the power enhancing effects to last an extended period of time while also allowing the Pokemon's partner to communicate with it. Alright, next is only a previous page, and we've already said everything about that. So what is this walkie-talkie? Tim, take a look at this! What is it? R export plan. Pikachu, this is... Yeah, an outline for their plans. Seems like he's just going to export R. But if R gets used all over the world, it'll be chaos. It'll be impossible to stop. First, let's figure out exactly what it is they plan to do. Let's read what it says. The biggest problem we face is that R can only be produced using the machine under PCL. We must purchase a new production facility and establish a stable manufacturing system as soon as possible. We completed the purchase of the location a few days ago. The warehouse in Crime Wharf will be our first step in establishing a stable base of operations. They're talking about this place. I thought they were talking about someplace new. Okay, about sales route. Aha. They were trying to settle on the black market. I mean, I know Team Rocket would probably want, especially Giovanni, because then he could probably track Mewtwo. But then again, he can already kind of track Mewtwo, I think. There we must find a wealthy patron who is comfortable keeping secrets. I'm currently in the process of using my underground connections to establish contacts among upper class citizens. Oh my. The freaking privileged with access to R. Oh my god. The freaking majorities. Basically white people with the power of black people. Yeah, I said it. I know I was going a little far, but it's basically what this is saying. And not like black people have powers, it's just black people do have certain traits because being raised in Africa, they have to have certain natural characteristics in order to live in that area. Contacts among upper class citizens. Once we manage to get those contacts, we should be able to use that network to reach out and expand ourselves. The large-scale factory. Carlos should be close to completing his analysis of R. We will temporarily use the warehouse at Crime Wharf as our base, but our ultimate goal is to move the R production machinery overseas and establish a large-scale production facility there. Talking about top secret documents, Keith is trying to develop R into an even more dangerous substance, but now we know exactly what his plans are. I kind of wish there was something a little less obvious than selling it on the black market, like actually trying to take over the world. Well, okay, maybe not take over the world, but maybe control. Maybe to help control, or yeah, just to control the world. Because you don't have to be the leader of the world to control the world. That's pretty much like all the kind of conspiracy theorists and stuff like that are, where the leaders are just puppets. But now we know exactly what his plans are. Uh-oh, I was hoping it wouldn't be because... Okay, never mind.
That Keith, he's making preparations to export R.
We got some information on R. Oh no, there's no music. Don't tell me I'm about to walk out and there's Ansem, Terranort, and Xemnas just chilling for me, because that's the last time there was no Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, we gotta stop Keith's plan. Let's let Mr. Baker and Inspector Holiday know immediately. Still, no evidence on where my dad might be. Pikachu, what's wrong? You're curious about what's in this box. Yeah, that's strange. Do you think it's a memory when you came here, when you came with Dad? I'm not sure. You think you can open it up?
So what do you think this is?
I could swear that I've seen this thing before. Well, let's open it and see what's inside.
Shouldn't we make sure it's safe before we... Pikachu! This is why I didn't want you to open it yet! Pikachu. 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 Pikachu.
Oh yeah. I guess that wasn't a dream at all.
Pikachu.
Oh, Tim, hi.
Are you alright? I knew you shouldn't have opened that up.
Yeah. But it made me remember something. It would seem I made quite the commitment.
Okay, that was a CGI cutscene, so it sped up. But basically, it looked like that Pikachu had memories of being with Tim and Harry, and then probably just remembered the promise that he had with Mewtwo just after the accident. Now, what do you mean? What did you promise, and to who? Brace yourself for a shock. It was Mewtwo. You know, Q2's dad. What? You mean that Q2? Sorry. You mean that Mewtwo? Well, I wouldn't say that Mewtwo. Well, then again, I am in a second. I'm the fifth Mewtwo. That's why I call myself Q2. Fifth Mewtwo. The ones whose cells they used to make are? That's right. What in the world did you promise Mewtwo then? Well, you see, I promised to recover the Berserk gene and capture the mastermind of the whole R case. In my dream, I was pleading with Mewtwo to save Harry. Ooh. My guess is it offered to help me if I was able to help it out first. But why would it rely on you to do such an important thing? Hey, what do you mean? I'm a great detective. I bet Mewtwo heard of my reputation and decided I was trustworthy. I mean, I can't remember the details, but still. Something tells me you just made up that last bit. That tells me you made up that last bit. So it was the promise, and I was kind of joking before, not during this playthrough. I mean, before I even started this playthrough, like when JD was playing it. I'm still going to keep referring to him because that's the reason why I started playing this game now. Well, now because he's just never continued playing it. But I was joking. I was like, why is Mewtwo in the game? Does he need a case? What could possibly be so bad that Mewtwo needs an outside detective to help him out? Apparently, we just got our answer. I would think that Mewtwo would be able to psychically probe people's minds and find out where R is. But I'm guessing that some things are just beyond his knowledge or capabilities. And maybe he can't just listen to all the minds of the people that he wishes, but I don't know. Plus, Dad does kind of like to stay hidden. It's not that he's shy, it's just that he doesn't want any interactions with humans.
Don't forget, I'm a Pikachu too, you know. Watch. Thunderbolt!
But it still doesn't explain why Pikachu has the knowledge of coffee, but only started drinking coffee after the accident. Alright, so buckle in. Something's bound to happen right here. Alright, let's get out of here. I think that was all that I could interact with.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah.
Nope, there he is.
Tim, close the door now.
What?
Just close the door. Hurry!
Hold it, pal. Hey now, who are you?
Uh-oh, not good.
Open this door!
What should we do? He's gonna get us, Pikachu.
Seems we're trapped, like a Rattata in a cage.
I know you're in there. Open up!
Are you ready? You gotta open up the door just as he tries to smash into it.
Got it.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's gotta be like that, huh? Alright. It was actually off
Now's our chance.
because I went for the center.
Pikachu, let's use that.
You're done. I'm coming after you.
Excelgor, distract him for us. Selgo.
Oh yeah? You wanna fight?
Oh man,
Selgor.
he's gonna actually fight a Pokemon legit? Like no other Pokemon with him? He's gonna fight a legit straight up?
Take this.
Oh, he's a G! Oh, seriously? Damn. Yo.
Think this'll stop me?
Yo. This dude.
Well, apparently not.
This dude don't need no Pokemon.
I'm coming for you.
Okay, but he's not very bright.
Good luck with that. Tim, now's our chance.
Oh, crap. I thought it was a mash. I thought it was a mash.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, Excel. I thought it was a mash. That was my fault.
Oh, perfect. There's a container right here. It's just big enough for the two of you. Go on, get in.
Really? What's it for anyway?
The product being shipped today. Guys from the organization will take it, so that should get you right to their headquarters.
I don't know.
It's our only clue. We've got to take this chance.
All right then. Please take this to Mr. Baker.
Your notes on their plans. Great idea, Tim. We're counting on you, Excel Gore. Sal, gone!
Here they come. Hurry!
All right. Come on, Pikachu. But what about you?
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Be super careful. Good luck to you both.
Okay, I mean, one of my problems is that if I predict something and I'm wrong, that's the kind of thing that's going to happen. 'Cause I was predicting the mash when he was running up. I thought it was going to be like, and then push him up. And no, it was a tap. I was predicting mash, but it was tap. But, whew, man, that was an ordeal. Man, I can't wait for this next episode. I don't know what's going to happen now. But almost 2 hours, but not quite 2 hours. Oof. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, leave a like, share with your friends, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more. This game, man, this game, it just brings out the detective in you. You just want to get in there and just figure out what's going on. And I didn't really think it would kind of, I mean, it's like serious in regards to Pokemon. I mean, obviously not like freaking Breaking Bad serious, but still, it makes me feel that way. My man said, you saw an Excel Gore, he said, bring it on. I'm the Juggernaut. I'm like, he's gonna fight a Pokemon straight up? Yo! Alright, so I'm really enjoying myself. Sorry about the rant earlier, but it's like I just had to say something. Yeah, I can say it some other time, but I just wanted to get it off my chest. I just had to say it when it was on my mind. They're spending all their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, but until then, take care of yourselves and have a very good night. Peace!